All right, guys, how y'all doing today? Hopefully everybody's doing good. Got information for you guys, and really want to just provide you guys with updates every week here, so that I think from day one I told you what what we're doing is really. I'm gonna put it this way, a lot of you guys told me that what I was doing was really revolutionary. I didn't look at it that way. I just looked at it. It just made sense to me to do some of these things, and I'm well equipped to do these things because again, my whole life, all I've ever done was create products and services and bring them to market, but nothing like this. Nothing like this. And I think that all of the things that I've done in my past, matter of fact, don't think I actually know that all the things I've done in my past has literally prepared me for this journey that we're on right now. And I say journey because, if you look back at any successful business, you can go back. I just was looking at the world's richest man now is Jeff Bezos, okay, the guy who owns Amazon. And what I do is I study people and I study businesses, what they have done in the past and the route that they took to get to where they are. And it's very interesting stuff. And the reason I study it is because there's a lot of things that go on in business that unless you're a business person or you study business people, you would never know. You just would never know. You just kind of, by the time you hear about things or whatever, it's already wildly successful. And I'd venture to say that a whole bunch of people, virtually everybody probably knows about Amazon today, okay? But believe me, there was a time where this gentleman was working out of basically a little one-bedroom apartment and with an office kitchen table, with this concept. Matter of fact, I know that he went to his family and friends to raise some money in the initial beginning. And so he had some friends to give him some money. And they gave him, I think he gave 1% of the company to, I think it was $100,000, I think. Was it 100,000? Yeah, $100,000. And some of his friends did, I think he raised $1 million. And then his mom, his parents gave him, I think, 300,000, and they got, a little bit bigger percentage, right? Well, those people that got 1% of that company, okay, they put in that money at that early stage. I think I read that their percentage now is worth $5 billion. Billion, okay, not million, $5 billion. So, here's the trick though. They put in, let's say, $100,000. Do you know that for the first 13, 14 years, they made no profit? Zero. Made no money, no profit, zero. 13 years. But today, he said he's going to probably have the first $1 trillion company. Okay, trillion first. They say he's far on his way to surpassing Apple and to make it to the first $1 trillion company. Now again, what we have to do is we have to understand the process, because see, we fall apart because somebody worked for us in 2-3 months. These people, 13 years, right? But I have to ask you, was it worth it for those people? Those people put in 100 grand or whatever in 13 years just to break even, just to start making a profit. And then from that point forward now to today, project to today, that little small bit of time, amount of money, well, it's big money to most people, but, it's not in a big scheme of things. This really wasn't a big, total, huge amount of money. It wasn't, millions of dollars or whatever. Small, pretty, decent amount of money. But to take that amount of money and turn it into $5 billion, if anybody had an opportunity to do that, my question is, would you do it? Well, of course you would. You'd be a fool not to do it, okay? But guess what? We got a lot of fools among us right now because they don't realize that, truth be told, we're sitting in the same situation. And, you know, it may be hard to see, but it's so clear for me to see, you know, but it may be hard for some people to understand and see this. So that's why I want to get on these calls now. For the longest, I wasn't on the call. I didn't get on or whatever because I knew we had a ways to go, okay? And I know if I tell you guys, everybody want something new and shiny every time. You got to give them a prize every moment to keep them motivated and happy and going, all right? But the world doesn't work that way, okay? We're grown people, and we have to take action ourselves and be responsible ourselves for our own actions, okay? Can't nobody make you happy. Can't nobody do this. The reality of everything is that we have found a situation. I'm gonna break this down to you because it is of the utmost importance that we know who we are as a company, because if we don't know who we are, and when I say we, I mean anybody who spends $1 with us, it is absolute of the most importance that they understand what they're getting into and what is our agenda, what are we doing here? You know, we have so many people who don't have a clue, okay? They don't have a clue. So let me lay this out. They think that we are a trade line company, all right? Guys, I want you to Google this. I want you go look it up, or you do whatever you want to, okay? I want you to find me one company in the entire world that sells trade lines that's $1 billion company. Find me one. You won't find one company that sells trade lines that's $1 billion company. It doesn't exist. Now I ask you, go in your purse, wallet, pocket, pull out every credit card you got. Every card, prepaid, debit, I don't care, credit, charge, pull out any card you want in your wallet right now. Google every one of those companies. I guarantee you every one of them worth $1 billion. Do you hear what I'm trying to say to you? So if on one side you got a business where nobody's $1 billion company, it's a trade line business, and then you have a business where everybody is a $1 billion company, what business do you want to be in? Don't get it twisted. Don't fall for the quick little bitty chop change stuff. And that's what I see happening here. And you're missing the big picture. You got to stay focused on the big picture. All the credit stuff and all of that, we working on that. We gotta get that, okay? You know, I had a meeting 2 days ago, all right? We're working on getting a line of credit for $1 million to back up, you know, our program so that we can go to the credit union and present our package to them again after that debacle, and I'll tell you about it. We present our package again. We know much more today than we knew the first time, and I told y'all that we don't. The reason we were doing 12 months was because we needed you to be patient, because we knew it was going to take us some time to figure this out and work our way through, you know, through the forest and get there. But we'll get there because, I mean, it's you know, if anybody can get there, we can get there, okay? Bottom line is, you know, there's hundreds of thousands, possibly millions of companies reporting to the Bureau, and we will be one of them, okay? We just got to go through the process and give them all the information they need, what have you, in order to do so, all right? Ain't no books out here on how to do it. There's no classes I can take. There's no system I can buy or anything. You literally, to get through this, and what amazes me even more is that we got a whole bunch of experts at this. Now, I mean, we got people calling, telling me exactly this, and this is how it works, and this is this and that. Yet, none of them has done it before. None of them have done it. I'm going through it, and I tell people, I say, well, hey, this is really what's going on. Here's how it works. Here's what it does. So I've had people tell me, no, it ain't what happened. I say, really? You know, it's just amazing to me, you know, I mean, have no reason, but, you know, I mean, what happens is what happens. But the point I again want to make is I don't want to lose track of this, is that who we are as a company. Okay, again, the trade line stuff, that's a part of what we're doing. All right. And if that is the only reason, I mean, just is that as far as you can see, all right, then, you know, you came in probably at the wrong time. But guess what? Really, you didn't, because once we get all the deals done or whatever, you get that full year. If it took you 5 months or whatever it took, you know, because it's a year from the time that you started. So that means you end up with 15 months or 16 months or 18 months that we report on the Bureau for you. All right, well, that was worth it. I'm sorry it was worth it. Okay, in my book, I'll make that bet every day of the week, and I'll take it every day of the week, because that's a win. All right, that's a win. You know, so take the win. You know, but if you're the kind of person who just can't take it, oh my God, it's just unbearable or whatever, then send your card back in and give your money back, because I don't want your money. Okay, I do not want your money or whatever. Now, what I don't want you to do is go back to I'm gonna charge you back or whatever to you know, the credit card company or whatever, because then I'm gonna fight you all the way, okay? Because you're gonna call somebody and say I took something from you, did whatever like that. I'm gonna give them all the information that you provided me, name, address, phone. I'm gonna give them tracking number to the card we sent you, the whole 9 yards. But if you pick up the phone, you call me, whatever, we talk about it or whatever, no problem. You get your money back way, way faster that way, okay? Than trying to charge you back. Because I promise you, I'm gonna tie it up for 6, 7 months, and I rarely lose those, okay? Because I got tracking information that can prove that I ship product to you. So anyway, again, the important thing for us to understand who we are. All right. Again, we don't want to be a trade line company, one trick pony or whatever, because none of them make it to $1 billion company, not a one. The biggest one ain't $1 billion company. Whereas again, we got a gold mine of a business that we're part of that people are excited about. You know, this boss talk stuff, you couldn't ask for a bigger viral type marketing campaign or program. You couldn't actually, you couldn't even buy it. And it just came naturally. Just came naturally because we got a product that everybody carries. I mean, you know, everybody has a card. Everybody got one, okay? Everybody got multiple cards. And then people are using them on a daily basis, all right? And my whole idea was that whatever you find an industry or something that everybody uses, right? Everybody uses, yet there's no real brand loyalty. There's no real pride of ownership except the most extreme ends, okay? So you got people with American Express and a Visa Gold and a Platinum card and stuff like that. And guess what? Those people are very proud, and they should be proud to have that card. And they are proud to have it. And so many times throughout their day or whatever they're doing throughout the week or whatever, that they pull that card out and they toss it out and say, yeah, okay, perfect, nothing wrong with that. So when I got one of those cards, that's how I felt. Okay, that's how I felt. I felt good. But because I'm an entrepreneur, first thing crossed my mind when I felt great like that is if I could package this up, this may be a product. So what did I do? I went about the business of packaging it up and putting it on the market and seeing if it was a product. It turns out I was right. Okay, I was right. So now all we're doing is we're giving the average person, okay, an opportunity to have or carry a financial tool that they use every day and have some pride of ownership in it. But it goes further than that, because not only are we providing people with a financial tool that they can have pride of ownership in, we can provide them with a financial tool that can actually change their financial life. Man, think about it. If every one of the cards in your wallet, purse, or pocket, make sure it's somebody calling. I want to make sure that you can hear me, because, okay. Anyway, if every one of those cards in your purse, wallet, or pocket, if every one of them, again, represents a company worth billions of dollars, what you got to know is that in any billion-dollar corporation, there's millionaires, there's a whole bunch of six-figure earners, there's a whole bunch of middle-income people, a whole bunch of part-time people. That's what makes up a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Heck, it may even be some billionaires in that company, all right? We didn't have to invent that. That just exists on every one of the cards you have. So the question then becomes, wait a minute, where's all this money coming from to make all these people wealthy and whatever? And the real question is, will I ever be one of them? Can I be one of those people that's getting paid, making all this money from money moving from one place to another? Well, the answer is no. They're not going to break bread with you. Now, we're not saying get rid of your cards or whatever. We're not saying do any of that. What we are saying, though, is Jesus Christ, gee whiz, okay? Here's one that gives you a seat at the table. You have an opportunity to be an insider here. So the millionaires that are associated with a billion-dollar company, that's you. The six-figure earners that are associated with this company, that's the people you refer. Okay, the middle-income people, that's the people they refer. And the part-time people, that's the people they refer. I'm being a little facetious here, but you get the point. The point is that you can have a really big piece of this pie, because really you just ain't about how smart you are, okay? Ain't about how smart I am. It's about, we doing the right thing. We go to work, we develop it, we create it, develop it, we nurture it, we grow it, we build it, and next thing you know, just like with Amazon, but it didn't take us 13 years to start making no money, because we couldn't make it 13 years without making some money. We couldn't have made it 3 months without making any money, okay? So my point is, because we all would have quit if we had made no money, we can't make no money in 3 months. So bottom line is, it's up to us in order to continue to move forward and express to people who we are as a company. Don't let people drag us down in the dirt and make us just a trade line company, because there's no future in that. There's no future. That will not change your life financially. That will not do it. It just won't do it, all right? It might help you a little bit here and there or whatever, but as far as the posting and all of that stuff with the credit bureaus, we're gonna get that, okay? We're gonna get that. That's not even a question. It's just a matter of when we get it, okay? But we will get it, and then everybody will be happy and say, I knew he was gonna do it all the time, whatever. I knew it, I believed in him from day one, and that's nothing wrong with that, all right? But it just takes time. And I hate to see good people with good heart, good common sense, make stupid decisions because they were ill-informed. They just did not have enough information to say, well, wait a minute, you know what? I mean, I got, $150 into this deal, or whatever the amount is, $200, $400. What if Troy is right? Well, do I want to help him, or do I want to take my $400 and go somewhere else? I don't go buy dinner, or go buy me a dress, or go buy me, some new shoes or something. Is that what I want to do with my money? Or do I think I'm in a good place? All right. All I can do is share with you what I know and what I see. All right. And this is what I see. And not only just me, I got, I got the people I'm doing business with now are on a different level than what we're doing business with in the past. I always said from day one, I said, if we can reach 10,000 cardholders, that represents financial strength in numbers. And it's gonna be noticed by people. Okay, people are gonna notice it. All right, and so now I'm getting these phone calls, okay, from banks. All right, I'm getting it from other financial institutions or people in the industry. Just picking up the phone and calling. All right, we have been dealing with third-party companies. We were not dealing directly with MasterCard, Visa. We were dealing in the banks. We were dealing directly with third party who had the relationship with the bank. Okay, they had the relationship. We were dealing through them, and it's just like any other situation. If you dealing through a third party or whatever, they're not gonna treat you the best. They're not gonna give you. You can't build a strong foundation on them. You really kind of need to get to the source. All right. So we need to have a bank behind us. Okay, we need to have a very strong working relationship and a strong foundation in order to do what we're trying to do. Okay, so we started the process of actually where we have our very own branded card that's connected straight through us, straight through MasterCard, Visa, through us and to the bank, the whole 9 yards. We started that process. We had the money to do it. Okay, the beautiful part about that is it's not cheap, all right? But what's cool about it is that, again, most of these companies that start this stuff have tens of thousands, not millions of dollars, okay, behind them when they start. It's a website called Tech, T-E-C-H, Crunch. Tech Crunch. Okay, just go on that website and look around. And what you'll see is companies and the ideas, all these new ideas and stuff these companies have, and it'll show you how much money people invested in these companies to help them get started, from seed money to series A, B, C, as they raise money, okay? And they're raising anywhere from $3 million, $5 million to $50, $100 million, okay, to get these businesses going, okay? Started this with 30 grand, guys, $30,000, all right? And guess what? $30,000 went into, bulk of went into setting up an office and getting everything set up, because that office that you guys came into this weekend, well, that office looked like that when we moved in, okay? That's how it looked, chairs and everything pretty much. The only thing we brought in that wasn't there in the beginning was the cubicles for the customer service part, okay? But other than that, we started off and we put it all together right from day one, all right? And we kept moving forward with it. And the results, again, is that right now we are at over 10,000 cardholders, and we have, we're in negotiation with 4 different banks right now, 4, all right? And we hope to probably have something done here probably by Friday, have something done where we can kind of bridge the gap between where we are right now and us having our very full own MasterCard Visa program backed by one of our banks, 100%, and we won't have to deal with any middlemen or anything like that, all right? So that's where we're going with this. Same thing with the credit bureaus, okay? We're putting together a package for them because I understand now some things that I didn't understand. When we very first started this thing, we went in, we attracted a lot of people. And so we attracted a lot of people and people were coming, but the thought never crossed my mind was that the information that was being provided to us was not real Social Security numbers, okay? That a bunch of it, you know, was junk. People putting in, making up numbers or CPN numbers or stuff. And I don't even know what a CPN number is. Okay, I don't even know what it is. Okay, so we get the file, we upload it to the bureau, and they look at us like we're crazy. Like, what in the world is this mess? Because they take a test of it and see what's going on. And in this test, they come back and say, okay, 4 of those people are dead in your file, in the test file. And a whole bunch of them is this, that, and other. Matter of fact, a large percentage of these files are flagged, what they call it, in dispute. What the credit files are in dispute, okay? And I know what happened. It's because, you know, the people in the credit repair business came on board and was utilizing our service for, you know, for those clients who fit that situation. And unfortunately, you know, I didn't know anything about it. But fortunately, today, what we do know is that there's a way to scrub, they call it scrubbing the files, so that we're able to then get the files and look and take all of the crazy stuff out, so that when we resubmit to the bureaus, we're submitting information, good information, okay, that won't get kicked out of the system and cause it to mess everything up. Now, what's interesting is that once people get, once you kind of get your foot in the door and you're doing good reporting and things of that nature, but then we probably can help a few people out here and there. You know, we can do some things, but not right off the bat. You got to be, they scrutinize you tremendously. That's how it is in this industry. And I'll tell you something else about this industry. You gotta be very careful too as you go through it, because, you know, it only takes a person here or there to cause you a problem by giving you a bad report somewhere. And then everybody else seeing that. And so now nobody want to do business with you, okay? And that can very easily happen because, it can just easily happen. And it can happen totally by accident as well. So we got to be careful as we move. We can't push too fast, too hard. We just have to be smart. That's all. We ain't got to be geniuses, just be smart and take our time and give the people whatever it is they need and understand, move quickly. When they tell us something is wrong, fix it, fix it. And be open, transparent, and just fix it. And that's what we're doing. And so like I say, this is not for everybody. I'll never forget, I told Fiona from day one, I said, Fiona, everybody ain't gonna make this trip with us. And it's just not gonna be built for it. They're just not, right? And so we can't get mad at them because they're not built for this. Like I said, I think I mentioned on the last call something T.D. Jake said. He said, giraffe sees the world from a totally different view than a turtle. So even if they're standing in the same spot, the giraffe sees the mountains, he sees the top of the trees, he sees the lakes flowing, he sees the promised land. He can see it. It's right there. Very clear for him to see. Okay? The turtle just see grass. That's it, just to see the grass in front of him. So the problem becomes when the giraffe try to explain to the turtle, well, you know what, there's a gold mine over there. I can see there's a gold mine over there. If we just can get over there to that gold mine. So let's go this way to the gold mine. Now, the giraffe can see it, so it's easy for him to take this walk. But that turtle, he walked for, 20 feet, and all he still sees is grass. That's why I said, man, ain't no doggone treasure over there. What's wrong with you? Ain't nothing but grass here. Giraffe said, no, I can see it. It's right over there. It's going to take us some time to get there, but I can see it, so we can do it. We can get there. That turtle can't make that trip. It just cannot make it, because by the time, you know, his grass, he's looking at this grass, and it looked the same to him today that it did yesterday, that it did last week, that it did last month. It looked the same. He don't see himself moving nowhere, going nowhere fast. Certainly, he can't see no treasure. All right? So what does he do? He quits. Doesn't make the turtle wrong, just he doesn't have the vision. He just don't have it. So that's why I don't get mad at people. They want their money back. Fine, here you go, sir. Sorry that I was not able to help you understand what's really going on here. I take it that way. I can't get angry. I can't get mad. I'm not any of that stuff. I feel more sorry that I could not do a better job of helping them to understand. And it bothered me for a long time till I heard T.D. Jakes mention that turtle and giraffe analogy. Only then did it make sense to me. Why would they quit? When I'm looking at this and I'm saying, man, what are you doing? We really have done it. To be honest with you guys, we have really made it past the hard part, okay? We have made it. The gentleman, I had the gentleman on that's putting us, the consulting people we're working with that's setting up the accounts for with MasterCard, Visa, and this stuff. They work with many companies doing this. And the man said he ain't never seen anybody as far along as we are, in this process. We literally have done it. We're right there at the door. Okay, all we have to do is just walk through the doggone door. It's all we got to do is walk through the door. It is not, it's not somewhere so far out in the future. So game plan is basically we're going to just continue. We get our banking situation the way we want it, get our short-term needs met here. And then, we're hoping, like I say, by the start of the year, that we have all of our pieces on the table, all of our chess pieces on the table, so that we can start the year off and make 2019 really that year. I really believe, guys, that we can easily get to 100,000 cardholders in 2019. But there's a play that we have on the table. Boy, and this is a chess move here, okay? I'm not gonna go into details about it, but there's a play that we have on the table that would get us so much publicity that we might even be able to jump to 1 million cardholders, okay? 1 million, with this one maneuver that would get us so much free publicity, it would be all over the news, okay? And it won't cost us 1 penny, and people will see it and then go check us out. And when they see us, they're gonna look at it and go, wow, these guys here, they having fun. They boss tops across the United States. Boss tops across, it was in Vegas, then they was in Atlanta, then they was in DC, they was in North Carolina, South Carolina, whatever. You see, they see us doing this. And as we move forward, that's how I envision this. Because again, I didn't do any promotions or anything like that. The very first meeting of any type that we just had it like a couple of weeks ago, Saturday, all right? And the reason I didn't do that kind of stuff is because I know that those things attract people. Those things attract people. And so as the more people we attract, the harder it is for me to kind of hold it back until we get all of the pieces together. And so that's what we're doing, guys. We're just putting the pieces together. And like I say, everybody want it today. Everybody want it right away. If it don't move fast enough, then they mad and angry. That's okay. That's okay. Take care of them. Try to help them as much as we can. And if that doesn't work, then we give them their money back and we just keep on going. All right? Because I ain't quitting. What else I'm gonna do? I did say, well, if this don't work for me, I can go train dogs or something. But I think it'd be a lot easier training dogs actually, but than doing this. But I know no dog trainers that make that's worth $1 billion. Okay, yeah. When the dog training business started making billions, make a company billions of dollars, then maybe. But until then, I ain't seen a market where every doggone company in the doggone market worth billions of dollars. Okay, I just haven't seen that before. So if I can get my foot in this market, we all can get our foot into this market right here. Okay. And remember, guys, we don't need everybody with our car. Just some percentage of people. That's it. Just a percentage is all we need. All right. We get that percentage. We keep growing. Next thing you know, I promise you, you guys are the millionaires. Okay. On this call right now, you're the millionaires in this company. In any $1 billion company, there's going to be some millionaires. It's you. It's you. Look in the mirror. Go look at yourself and say, you know what? Either Troy is crazy, or you know what? That he might be on to something. Okay, let me stick around and see, and help him. And I have to tell y'all, it gets tough for me too from time to time. I get a call from somebody and say, hey Troy, we just let you know, man, we, pulling for you, man. Here, we need you, anything you need. We got it. We're here to help you, whatever. Those, that means the world to me from time to time. You see, and so. Not just me. I'm not out here just by myself. Okay, we're not doing this, and I know you're not just doing it for yourself. We can change all of our lives by coming together. We can change our children's lives by simply this moment right now coming together. The one simple little concept of what a product is so simple that it's almost ignored. The financial power and strength in that little piece of plastic is so powerful that people are giving it away for free. Don't realize the power of even $1. When you start taking $1 or $2 or $5 or $10 and you multiply it by 100,000, 1,000,000, 5 million cardholders, the kind of financial strength that can bring to a group. It's just unimaginable for most people because they can't even think like that. Can't even think like that. And that's why these powerful families and powerful people, whatever, that's the way they think. And so that's why they control the top 1%, control 90% of the wealth in America. Guys, come on. Let's be them, If we can, if we got to at least try. That's my point. I mean, if you don't want to try, fine, okay? But I ain't quit. That's all I'm going to tell you right now. I'm not quit. So you're going to come with me, or you can, I ain't coming back for you, okay? So you just come on with me. Train is leaving. Jump on it. Let's go. If you don't want to jump on the train, you want to jump off of it before it gets to moving too fast, jump. It'll be clear. You won't get your pants dirty right now, jump. Okay, you won't get your pants dirty. Okay, we just getting started here, but we know where we're going. Okay, we know where we're going, and again, we ain't going to trade line heaven. That's not what we're trying to get to. Okay? There ain't none of them, no $1 billion over there. Ain't no $1 billion over there. Okay, it ain't over there. Okay, where we going is $1 billion on every stop sign, every corner, okay, every street, all of them, $1 billion, everyone. That's where we going. That's the neighborhood we going to. So anyway, guys, I just want to let you guys know, bring you up, they know you got a bunch of questions. I'll be happy to answer them for you, best of my ability.
All right, Mr. Mason, thank you so much. Appreciate that. And we do have some hands up here. I've been taking these in order of appearance, so we'll start with Mr. Theriocho from France. Bonjour, my friend. Are you with us? Try that one more time.
Hello,
there we
Dean.
go.
Hello, Mr. Mason. Good evening.
Hello, sir.
I think I have some return, so better now. Should be better now. The sound, yeah.
Yes, much better.
I had one or two questions. I understand the process, but I had a 2 or 3 questions by the people who are interested to join about the insurance of the card. Do you have any insurance like the Visa or the MasterCard, or when you make a purchase, or?
Yeah. It's fully has all of the same insurances that any Visa MasterCard has. It's all the same. Okay. Actually, I had a meeting today with an international company to help us with on the international side. Okay. Because it's some dynamics, there's a little different dynamics going in internationally. Okay. And so we are going to be using a third party for that. But once we have our full licenses and everything here in the United States, there's a procedure that we have to go through in each country in order to bring that in under our direct umbrella. So until we get those procedures done, once we get our full licenses, then we just gonna work through a third party again, which we had a meeting today, and I like what they're doing. It's actually out of Mexico, okay, a group out of Mexico that we met with. And again, all this is possible because 10,000 cardholders, you know, we had a conference call with them today, and the president of the company was on the phone. If we had 5,000 cardholders, he wouldn't have not been on that phone. Okay, so we had that meeting today, and so we should have some news back here no later than Monday on that. So by next Wednesday, I have an full update on the international program.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Mason. Yes, if you need any help anyway with the contact I have here in Europe through the bank system, etc., you can text me or tell me. I will be happy to help you for the international side. No problem. Another question by another guy who was interesting to join is I think Dean already told us in a webinar, but I don't remember. Do we have any fees the second year of the card or not?
I don't quite understand. Do we have a second meeting? Say it again.
You know, when you renew, generally with the Visa and MasterCard, when you renew for 1 year, you pay for the second year, etc. So with the card, with the Z card, there is no renewal every year. Yes.
Well, the answer is yes and no, depending on, you know, if you're an active monthly affiliate, then it's going to be no. Okay, but if you're not, where you're just a customer only, you know, and you're, then it's going to be yes. So, you know.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay,
thank you very much, and see you soon. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. Appreciate you, sir. Great question. Okay, we have Jeff Trills. Hello, Jeff. Are you with us?
I am with us. What's going on, Mr. Mason?
Hey, how's it going, brother?
Phenomenal. A couple of my teammates have a couple questions in regards to the system will allow to upload the cards. Are we still shipping out cards? Like, what's the process in regards to that? Since we got these banks, are we waiting for these banks to get on board before they ship out new cards? And how? And I know you talked about a third-party guy that's like a bridge until we get our banks. How long before that person is on board to start getting, so we can start shipping our cards, basically? So it's basically the same question.
We hope to have our new set of cards in next week. When we start shipping next week, that's the goal. Okay.
And would that be through Global Cash Card or the new third-party guy?
No, it'd be through a new third-party company we're working with. We got like 3 of them that we're talking to. So.
Okay, so those cards are going to be that haven't never received the card yet, right?
Correct. You know, we can ramp up fast. Matter of fact, we take this time here actually to kind of boost up our equipment a little bit as well in the office, so we can speed things up, get a lot more inventory out faster as well. So so as soon as we get that online here, like I said, we're hoping that we'll start shipping that out next week.
Okay, perfect.
And that would include people who had just ordered, as well as people, you know, getting everybody a card for the Visa cards and replacing all those MasterCards as well. So everybody's going to get a new card here, basically.
Got you. And so the loading part is going to be different. Basically, anybody who's going to load a car right now, the Global Cash Card.
Loading is going to be, depends on which company we go with, but you know, we also creating our own loading system as well, which I spent all day at the bank today, you know, working on the project here. So we almost have it done. Today's Wednesday. I probably will announce it on Monday. I'll probably send an email out letting people know on Monday that it's ready to go.
Okay. So is it an IT situation, or is it basically the bank's finalizing things?
No, it's you know, we're just doing some testing because you know, we want to make sure that everything works the way we want it to work. Okay, and so we're just making sure of crossing the T's and dotting our I's.
Okay, and then my last question is about commission in regard to this particular week. Were you able to send them all out, or was it issues?
Yeah. You know, this is the thing. Everybody who was due, the commissions have been sent and paid. Okay. Now, what happens is, if you did not, for whatever reason, didn't get it, okay, one or two reasons. Okay. First one is that your account number and routing number is not in the system, so that when I go through and look at, you know, who to pay, I don't see account number, routing number, so I can't push the payment out. In order to add your account number, routing number, what you do is you log into your back office, and at the top there's a big red button. Okay, it says add account number and routing number, whatever. Click on that and put it in there. Make sure that you put them in the right order, because some people had the routing number in the account number spot and the account number in the routing number spot. Well, that's going to kick it back out. Because we're doing so many, we just cannot, you know, it's just too many, because it's not a process. We're not doing it manually. Okay, we basically download the whole file, upload it into the software, hit the button, and it sends all of the stuff. Okay. You gotta make sure that your number, routing number, and account number is in the system, number one. And number two, you know, for some strange reason, with the Visa card, sometimes that gets kicked back. We haven't figured out why. Okay. Because when we spoke to them, as long as it comes from Ztegrity, it's supposed to take it. But I think that they're not paying attention, or somebody. I've never really been impressed with the service we've been getting from the Visa people anyway, from day one. But, you know, so if you get an email from us saying that we paid you or whatever, and you go and you look, make sure that you look on, if you have more than one card, make sure that you check both cards, because some people are saying, hey, I didn't get it, but we sent it to another card that they have, because that was the number that was in the system. Okay, we don't have no way of checking that number. You know, we just assume that if it's in there with your name on it, that we're going to pay that, pay it to that number. So verify that, and if you get that email saying that we paid you, just check all your cards for it before you contact us and say that you didn't get it. Because the process would be, if you didn't get it and we say you did, is that it probably must have got kicked back. If that happens, then you just have to you know, figure out another way to get it to you. And Fiona's real good at that, figuring out another way to, you know, to get you the money. Okay. But as of right now, everybody in the system that has 2 Saturdays have passed, that we have account, we have paid those accounts.
Thank you so much for answering this question, Mr. Mason. I really appreciate you. And let's win. Thanks, Dean.
Okay.
Thank you, Jeff. Great question. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Okay, let's go with A.A. Ali. Ali, are you with us?
Yes, I am. How you doing, Dean?
I'm doing great tonight. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, doing great. Mr. Mason, first, I would like to say that I'm definitely with you in that we do not need you to move on to the being a dog trainer. I think Cesar Milan has that sold up. So we need to stay right where you are, sir. I think we're good to go, all right? Yes, sir. And secondly, I did some research on debit cards on throughout the world, and there is most definitely an emerging market in Canada. They are just getting started with this concept of that we call prepaid debit card. So with that in mind, who would be our specific target market domestically and abroad for the Ztegrity card?
I tell you, you know, the message again that's going to be the most dynamic message is really helping people to understand, in my opinion, the value of their own money.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. I don't want to compare our card to another card, really, because that's selling benefits, okay? And that's okay, but that's not the best way to sell, okay? If we want to market, so it's not the best, strongest, smartest way to market. A smarter way to market is to tell people a story, okay?
Yes.
It's much stronger. It's duplicatable. And it'll make you 10 times the money that selling benefits will, okay? So what is the story? The story is, do you understand the value of your money? I'm going to show you that you probably don't. All right? Now imagine this. How many cards you have right now? 2, 3, 5. I had 22. Okay. Now, what I didn't know, now I'm speaking as I'm speaking to you. What I didn't know was that every one of the cards that I had, when I looked at the logo on them and I looked up the company, every one of them was worth billions of dollars. Matter of fact, the lowest one I had was worth $7 billion, and the biggest one was worth $500 billion. That's $500 billion. Okay. And what struck me about that is that I know that's a lot of money, but I'll never get a penny of it, even though I know there's tens of thousands of people that are getting paid. A bunch of millionaires, 6-figure earners, you know, middle income people, even part-timers getting paid. And it's because of me, because they have access to my dollars. They take my dollars along with many other people's dollars, and they invest it and charge me a fee, charge you a fee for you to use your own money. And they take our money and make billions with it, and don't give us anything. So this guy, this really cool, great guy, this guy who's so much fun to be around, he's a genius. You know, this guy do anything for anybody named Troy Mason.
The best thing, sliced cheese, right?
Yeah, he had an idea. He said, well, if all these cards worth $1 billion, why don't we do one ourselves? And so he did one, but he didn't just make, he made it better than theirs. And guess what? With this one, if all the other ones became billion-dollar cars, then when this one become one, oh my God, what does that make us? We're the in the deal. We're the six-figure earner. So we don't say get rid of your card. We're not telling you to change nothing. We're saying add this one. And then tell a few people about it. Look at the plan. It's a simple plan. You come on board, tell 5 people, they tell 5 people. You know, that's 25 people. Those 25 people tell 5 people. That's 125 people right there. Do you know that that's enough to cover your car note? Right there. Right there. You tell 5 who tell 5, and then those 25 tell 5. Right there, you're making enough. You can be making enough to cover your monthly car note. Right, just simple as that. Guess what? When those 125 people tell 5 people each, you're over $4,000 a month in residual income. Okay?
Got it.
You know a way to go get $4,000 in residual income. I don't care. You ain't got to get up, go to work for it. You got nothing. Just because you added a card, you know, take your spouse or wife or husband or whatever, you know, the girlfriend to dinner once a month, throw it on the table, have some fun with it. Can you do that? Well, if you can do that, then you can come on board with us and let's do this. Let's, you know, because it ain't like it's so expensive we can't afford it.
Right.
Tell us, if you want to do it, you want to tell a story on Facebook or whatever. Show your card, do the boss toss.
Okay.
Attract people. The story will attract people, okay? And it will attract good quality people. If you just run up there talking about improve your credit, you're going to attract people, but it may not be the quality of person that you really want to attract, okay?
Right.
So you attract people saying, you know what, I get that. Okay, that makes sense to me. I can do that. Let me give this a try. Or at least let me do my due diligence.
Right.
The best people we have are people who go in, you know what they do? They call me on the phone and say, Mr. Mason, I've been up all night looking at your video.
Yeah.
I read everything on your website. I done seen everything. And sir, what you doing, I'm 100% in. I'm ready to go. That's what we want. We want people that's going to do their due diligence. Go look us up.
Right.
Go look us up. You know, that's the person you want. You get 5 of those, okay? Then you got you something. But you got to tell them the story so that they know who we are, what we represent. And then they can duplicate that. And that's how we find our market. And you know what? Tell you something else. You cannot tell by how they look.
Oh, no doubt about it.
No way. You can't tell how old they are either. Because when this is all said and done, I'm telling you, the kids are gonna beat us off. We're gonna turn this over to the kids here once we get the other ball rolling and everything, and we're gonna get out of the way, you know, because it's gonna be the young folks get hold to it. I'm telling you, it's the celebrities is gonna get them. And we got celebrities. Okay? We got celebrities. So when we bring the celebrities on board, they're going to push the kids get hold to it. It's over. It's over. You know, because they move in massive numbers. You know, they're natural networks because they have kids around here, you know, communicate with probably 500 times more people than we communicate with, you know, as adults. You know, we got a small circle of people we talk to typically. Kids all day at school, college, and all this stuff. Thousands of other kids. So that's kind of.
And you're referring to those who are 18 and above, right? When you say kids, you know, like young people?
Yeah. I got some people coming from people younger than that.
Okay. That's interesting. All right.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the time, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ali. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to clip you, sir. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, my granddad used to toss 50-cent pieces into the deep end. He'd have me go dive for them. I'm going to be throwing my Z card in there and making my grandkids go get that Z card for them. Let's go with Timothy Simpson.
Yes, peace, greetings, and blessings, my brother. I am card holder number 760, so I've been around for a while.
What?
Yes,
Under
sir.
1,000?
Yeah, 100,000, 760.
Oh man, you know I'm crazy then. Little bit around.
But I got an easy and a simple question for you.
Yes, sir.
When is the Vegas trip so I can clear my schedule?
Let's see here. We are trying to locate a venue now. So it really kind of depends on the venue, but I'm gonna tell you when I would like to do it. Do it like either December the 1st or December the 8th. That's what I would like to do. But what we will do is this: by next week Wednesday, I'll have a more definitive answer for you on that date. Okay.
Okay, I appreciate it, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay.
All right, enjoy your day.
All right.
Thank you, Timothy. Appreciate it, sir. Okay, we have Benjamin Braxton up next. Braxton, forgive me. Benjamin Braxton up next.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing, Troy? Thank you, Dean. Your twin from down here in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, my question is a kind of multifaceted question because I'm just trying to get some clarity so that I can give it to my team. And if we look at this as like it's kind of like a game of golf. We've got the long game. So the drive for the hole is basically at the beginning of the year, we're talking about being with a different company and that sort of thing. But right now in the short term, what are we going to do about loading cards? Are our cards going to work? Are we getting new cards? I'm just trying to get some direction so that I can give the proper direction to people.
Yeah, we're going to get new cards, okay, to everybody here. Before the deadline on the card they have now, we're going to definitely have a new card, okay, number one. Number two, our loading system for people who are having trouble loading money on the card, we'll have a loading system up for them by Monday that they can use. It won't cost them any money to load, because basically the way it works is, let's see. If you go to your phone right now and go to, on the website, you go to zblackcard.com/add money. Okay. Website, what it's going to do, let's see, it's too bright, can't see. But if you do that, it's going to give you a login page, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Put in username and password. And you see, right now, there's 4 banks in here, and you can see it. Okay, there's Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Capital One, Wood Forest. What you do is you select the bank that you want to make the deposit to. Let's say you select Bank of America. Okay. Well, wait a minute. Oh, well, we got a problem with it, but we'll fix it. Okay, we got to fix it, but that's why we're still working on it here.
Yeah, that's something that's not supposed to be available till like next week or so, right?
Be ready for Monday.
Right.
But bottom line is you'll click on the bank and it'll tell you, it has the steps for you, the instructions.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you'll fill out a deposit slip, the dollar amount you want, put the account number on it for Ztegrity's account. Deposit it, get the receipt. Then what happens is a little button on here. You click on it, it opens up your camera on your phone.
Right.
Just take a picture of the receipt and submit it.
Mm.
We'll know on our end that you made, say, a $500 deposit.
Right.
And what we do is we take $500 out of our account and we load it up to your card, or we send it, via ACH or whatever to your card. And that won't cost you to get the money on your card.
Right.
Yeah, I go out to work. I've started working on that system over a year ago. I started and never thought, I would really need it. But go to show you, so that's how we're able to kind of manipulate and move so quickly because, I had already been working on the infrastructure for it.
For that system, yeah. So that's going to be in the short term. Now, I have customers that are in Jamaica and other places in the Caribbean. How are we going to address their ability to load the cart?
Okay, that's what our new the meeting I had today was for the new international card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I should know. I will definitely have more information on that next Wednesday, but we're expecting to talk to them again by Friday.
Okay.
The meeting today, and so they're doing their due diligence on their end,
Mm-hmm.
and so we should talk.
Okay. So again, just so I'm clear, because I'm last part of my question. So Fiona's really going to have to be on it because we're actually talking about replacing more than 10,000 carts now, right?
Yeah. Whatever it takes, we're going to do it. So we got some new equipment in, stuff like that, that's going to speed things up. And, I can tell you that our next generation of cards is going to be a chip card, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a chip card. So this iteration that we're doing right now probably won't be a chip, okay? The international card, we closed that deal. That is a chip card. So we're moving to chip card.
Right.
So, so basically what I have to do is re-up all the inventory with chip cards. Not cheap. Not cheap.
No, that's I know that's going to be a pain point.
Actually, what you're gonna find out about me is I'm a plan B kind of guy. Just I've always been that way. It's hard to box me into a corner. So I always plan ahead. I'm just always 2 or 3 steps ahead. So when stuff like this kind of comes about, we're, everybody go, oh, wow, how are we going to do it? I'm like, oh, I've been figured that out, So, so that's not an issue at all for us. Not even 0 issue, about to make that happen. No.
Okay. Well, again, that's one of the things you have to do is you have to manage the pain points, and I'm trying to get ahead of what my folks are going to come to me with. I just want to put that also put the reminder in about the home customer service reps and where you're going to go with that. If you can address that, I'm done.
What was the last part again? I want to make sure.
About the when we were at the founders meeting a couple weeks ago, we talked about having home customer service reps.
Yeah. All right. Fighting with the system, man. Something is going on, and I've been so busy I haven't had a chance to really dig into it. So tomorrow I'm going to spend some time with it because what's happening is, for some strange reason, the support tickets that we're doing, like 1,500 tickets a day or whatever, but the information is not getting to the people. So we got to dig into the code and see what's going wrong. Because on our side, it looks like the responses should be going out. But
right. It's not coming out on this side. Yeah, I'll reach out to you tomorrow because I've got some software experience. So I'll reach out to you tomorrow as well, okay?
Okay, we'll get it figured out.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Benjamin. Appreciate you, sir. All right, let's go with Deanna on the iPhone.
Hi, Mr. Mason. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Okay. He answered one of the questions that I wanted to know moving forward, how we're going to load our cards until everything gets in place. So now I know you have something short term before the long term. Okay. The issue I'm having is with the account itself in the back office. I'm not in the right plan. And I submitted the support ticket to try to correct it, but I'm still not in the right where I should be.
You can call me tomorrow, say at 10 o'clock, 10:30. I'll be able to get that straight for you. Okay.
Yeah, I won't be able to call at that time tomorrow. The only time, the problem, that's the other problem. When I submitted the support tickets, I'm only available in the evenings.
Give me your name.
Dina Jefferson.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. It's under Dina K. Jefferson, actually. D-E-A-N-A.
D-E.
A-N-A.
Okay, hold on.
Dina, I've got you muted just for the moment. I'll come back and grab you here in just a second. Troy, go ahead and cue me when you're ready, and I'll unmute the line.
D-E-A-N-A, right?
D-E-A-N-A, yeah. Jefferson.
Okay, that's one of those that for some reason, let me see if I can find it on the close. That was one where they did respond to you, but you just didn't get the response. So
something was going on with that, and so I reached out to you through Messenger and gave you my information. So
send it to me again. Hold on. Let's see. D-E-A-N-A. I got it right here.
I'll come back and grab you here 1 second, Dina.
Okay. Yeah. They responded back to you. Okay. All right, let me see what I can do for you, Dina. Here, I'm gonna see what I can get done here for you, and I'll let you know. Okay.
Okay.
Was everything inside your message here? So I'm looking at it pretty.
I don't know because I sent several, and I don't know which one you received because I kept getting an error message from the system. So I don't know.
Yeah, I got three. I'm looking at three of them
here. Okay.
From the 12th, 13th. Yeah, the real message on 12th and 13th. So let me look up. I see your number here and everything. So so let me see if I can make this out here after the call and see what I can get done for you. Okay.
Okay. Right. I appreciate it. And I'm like, I know it's a lot of little things, and like you were explaining to people, it's if you're in it for a short-term, quick thing, then it's not for you. It's a long-term thing, and yes, there will be glitches with every company that builds and grows. You're going to have those obstacles. I'm being patient. I just want to know how to move forward before I bring people in, so that they're not, it's not messy for them, and then they're like expecting one thing, and okay, we're not there yet, but this is what it is. So I'm still excited to be a part of this. I'm really excited.
Okay, well, I am too. I mean, like I said, it's the most fun I ever had doing anything. And I've done a lot of really cool stuff, but this here is by far is the most fun, and it's the biggest lessons. I mean, the lessons I'm learning. My goodness, I could write a book, and and any entrepreneur that really wants to do anything, I believe that these lessons will, could be of extreme help to a lot of people. Because like I say, most people just don't even know the kind of sacrifice that it takes in order to build something substantial. You know, they don't have a clue, you know. So if you make it through the toughest times, it gets easier as you go. It just does.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, thank you, and I look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, Dina. Appreciate you. And great attitude. Troy, you should write a book. You should call it Troy Mason Going for the Gold. I would buy that and read it right away. All right, let's go with Mr.
What it would be always have a plan B, C, and D.
Perfect.
That's really, yeah.
Let's go with Mr.
Works.
Yeah, well, hey, there's 26 other letters in the alphabet, right? 25 other letters, so you got it.
That's right. There you go.
We'll go with Mr. Vincent Dunn from the Emerald City. Vincent, here we go, buddy.
Mr. Troy Mason, how's it going, sir?
Doing fine, thank you.
It's a pleasure and honor to be on here with you. God bless you and the whole corporate team down there in Houston. You guys are awesome. I understand growing pains, speed bumps, and all that type of stuff. We're at the very beginning. This ain't something that's already 15, 20 years in the making. So, like you said, it's not everybody's built for this.
Right.
Don't want to take up a lot of time. I have a couple questions. I think you kind of went over them. Brief story. I'm disabled, no job. I'm on disability. Used to work for Boeing. I'm a former Amazon seller. I understand e-commerce, so I know what you're doing. I have some people overseas. One of my members here, Ms. Fano, she's in American Samoa. Just had a brand new lady sign up. She's in New Zealand. Mr. Mason, she is my number 10 personal sponsor. I'm an official founder. Thank you very much. I'll be waiting for that Vegas date because I'm ready to grab it and toss it with you. I'm going to toss my founders. And quick question. Invoice and shipping process time for new cards, domestic and internationally, roundabout. Nothing, pinpoint.
We hope for next week. We'll start getting them out next week. But
okay.
Again, I have a big update for you by Wednesday. So let's just say we're shooting for next week. That's what
no doubt. I would assume maybe the same thing. This is kind of a personal question. I ordered business cards. I have those. I don't know if you can see them or not. Got those. All right. I got the ones in the back office with the credits. Those came in the same day. I ordered the countertop displays for businesses.
Mm-hmm.
That was all done on August 31st. I got my cards, but I haven't received the displays yet. No tracking information via email. What would you think that process would be at, or how can we get that squared away?
You know, if you reach out to me tomorrow, send me a text message or something, I'll be having to find out what's going on with it for you.
And having said that, because I was going to ask you if it wouldn't be too much, your personal number where I could text you from time to time. And I'm not going to be a bugaboo, I promise.
They hate when I do this, man.
I know. Or I don't know if maybe I can correspond with Dean and he can square me away with that privately. If whatever works best.
Yeah, reach out to Dean, and then Dean will reach out to me, and because I find myself there's no joke here.
No, I hear you.
On the phone with the bank CEO, right? My phone buzz. I click over, it'd be like, can you tell me what my balance is on my or how do I order some extra business cards?
I hear you. Last question. And this is going off of my personal situation. My disability benefits are direct deposit. Now I went proactive and resubmitted that direct deposit information to my old plastic card. So I don't know if that was something I had to do. I was waiting, but I thought I'd just go ahead and do that. But as far as direct deposit on visas, because I have the Visa card right there. So as far as direct deposits, when do you think that'll be implemented for back full?
When you get the new card, then you
okay.
On track.
All right. That was all my questions. Again, God bless you. Amazing product you created. And yeah, we're going worldwide with this and love it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it.
See you in Vegas.
Thank you, Vincent, and congratulations on Founder, my friend. Good for you.
Yeah, it's big.
Okay, let's grab Tone Fleming. Hello, Tone. You may need to unmute on your side if you have us muted down there. Try that one more time. Tone Fleming.
Myself.
There
There
we
we
go.
go. Hello. Hey, Troy. Hey. He just had the one question because I switched all my stuff and I'm like, oh my God, I'm not gonna get my check. Okay, so but you said next week, so I don't get it till next month, so I should be good. But we'll have a new banking to send to Social Security for our disability. But hey, I'm playing the devil's advocate because I've been recruiting a lot of youngsters and they are wondering really how long or if they had some training to actually come in, get their five so they can actually pay for college and or buy or purchase a vehicle. And I'm having that from a lot of 16-year-olds. And you keep saying our youngsters are on and they are listening to you on the call. And so they're saying, well, how do we do it? And so if you could give me a little, I don't know, a little nudge or whatever, how to encourage them.
You know what? Here's the thing. And this is a promise I'm going to make you, okay? Because I got it right here for them. You know, a couple of teenagers that's like, are we ready to go right now too, you know?
They ready.
Man, they ready to, you know, like I said, I told people think I'm joking when I tell them that I'm having my foot on the brake of this business. You just don't understand that, you know, my foot has been on the brake, you know, to slow us down so we can get all these little details worked out, okay? But we get to the point now to where my foot's finna come off of the brake. And so just tell them they be ready.
Okay.
I'm gonna give them all the pieces they need to go to work. And it's gonna be some of them that's gonna hit it quick. They're gonna hit it real quick. You know, so yeah, my foot been on the brake, but when it comes off, they'll know because we'll reach out and we do some special stuff strictly geared towards the young people. Whole program strictly for them.
All right, because you know we here in the Motor City, and that's all they want is vehicles.
That's when I was a kid. That was independence right there. I drove home. I came home to tell you a funny story. It's true.
Right, exactly.
16 years old, and I came home. My mom said, "Whose car is that?" I said, "It's mine." She said, "Oh Lord, this boy that bought a car." And so when I was 17, I came home. I say, "Mom, come on, I want to show you something." So she gets in the car, we're driving. I pull up to this little house. She said, "Whose house is this?" I said, "It's mine." She said, "Oh Lord, this boy that bought a house." Let me tell you what I was doing. I think I've told you about the picture there. I was taking pictures of the other kids in school. What I did was they put me in a photography class when I was in the 9th grade, right? I didn't want to be in the class. I was mad because, you know, I'm the only black kid and I'm sitting in this photography class in the back of the room mad. And the teacher goes to the board and he draws a picture of a camera and explains how it works and everything. And so I go like, okay, that makes sense to me. I look around the room and everybody looked lost, but to me, it just really made good sense. So they had 2 cameras for the whole class, and you would get to use the camera like every 2 weeks to shoot your assignment. Then you have to turn it in so the next student could use the camera. So what happened was when it came my turn to use the camera, I timed it like an hour, and then the next day, the teacher was sick. So I kept the camera. Shooting pictures of the other kids in the school and charged $1. I would skip lunch. I would go to all 4 lunches, right, and shoot the whole $1 and sell them the pictures or whatever. So when the teacher was out for about a week. When he came back, he said, "Troy, you're gonna fail my class because you're never gonna get to use the camera again for the whole semester." I said, oh, I'm not gonna fail your class. You know, the next day I went out and bought my own camera. You know, so as a kid I was like that. I was making like $100 a day. You know, taking pictures. So I bought a car and a house and all that stuff. What I would do with my dollars, I would take my dollars, and because he pay you with $1, right? It'd be all crumpled up and wet and everything, right? So I the dollars, I would take them home and I would iron them.
Yep, I do.
Right? And lay them and stack them up. And then when I get a little stack, I'd take it, I'd go turn it into a $100 bill, and I would stack the $100 bills up. You know, that's what I did as a kid, right? So a lot of one, I did a lot of stuff as a kid that, people were like, this kid is crazy, this kid is something else. But that's,
So we will be able to let 16-year-olds and 15-year-olds come in, because I'm telling you, everybody that's getting ready to start driver's training, they like, okay, can I have the money to buy my, because my parents just tell me all I gotta do is pay half, and so they gonna make more than their parents got. Yeah,
we just gonna be a whole bunch of students that's more than their parents in this deal.
Yeah.
They're gonna do it off $1. They're gonna do it off of that $1 deal.
$1. Okay. I'm looking forward to that. Please hurry up and unlock that out of your brain, because I definitely need it.
Okay. All right. I can see it as clear as day. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Tony. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to clip you, my dear. That's our Zoom call. A little bit of lag time on that.
Okay, one more. So we'll get one more, and I'm gonna.
One more. All right. I know we got Mr. Eric Witherspoon here. David, I'll come back and grab you here in a little bit. You get a little bit of time extra. I'll grab you outside of the environment here. I know Eric's got some questions for us. So, Eric, if you're out there, I'm going to go ahead and unmute you, sir. You were next in line. Go ahead.
Hey, Mr. Mason, what's going on? Good to see you. Thank you, Mr. Dean.
Thanks, sir.
My question is for myself. I'm trying to upgrade. And I've got some people on my team that would like to upgrade as well. So if you have someone to take care of that for me, that would be awesome. I don't want to leave anything on the table, so I got some people that's holding on and waiting to upgrade until I get upgraded. And the other questions I think you've asked, but when are you having something back down at the home office?
I don't know right now. Because I can tell you that our we definitely want to do Vegas. And so Vegas will probably be our next move right there. That'll be our next move. I guess it just depends on how fast all this other stuff kind of come into play, because, I'd love to be able to introduce all these new things to people, have all these ducks in a row here for our Vegas deal in December. I can tell you that merchant processing, we figured out some things on that as well. Okay, I'm gonna share something with you. Okay, since y'all on the call. All right. This business is, again, this is multiple businesses in one. Okay, you got to know that. And so because there's multiple businesses in one, when I put it all together, a lot of people it don't make sense. So what I realized is that when I say a lot of people, I should say people in the corporate world of wherever, they like things that fit in the categories that already exist, okay? Because that's how they underwrite you. Everything, I've never heard the word underwriting as much as I ever heard until I got into this business, okay? To this. Mm-hmm. Everything is about underwriting. And what I learned is that underwriters are not innovators at all. They're the anti-innovators, matter of fact. Everything has to fit into a neat, clean, we can file you here, and they feel good about that. So learning that, again, you know, because my mind doesn't think like that. I'm like, there's no file for what we're doing. It doesn't exist, okay? However, I'm breaking it down into parts, separate parts, so that it is the way underwriters, that part fits the underwriters, okay?
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense to you or not, but
yes, it does.
But the point is there's basically 3 websites, and 2 of them you guys don't know about. You may not know, you know, but and 4th with the phone loading system, that's almost a totally separate mindset. You know what I'm saying? Totally different mindset. But there's a website called Ztegrity, the number 1 behind it, Ztegrity 1. Y'all go look at that, okay? That website is going to serve a particular purpose for us, okay? That it's going to solve a big problem we have, very, very big problem we have. It fits into a category that is easily understandable by anybody, okay? Then we have the letter, V, T-H-E, TheBlackcard.com. Okay, TheBlackcard.com. Okay. That website is designed to fit into another category that we're in. Okay. But is friendly to the underwriters of that category. And of course, the ZBlackcard.com is kind of like more or less going to be for the, opportunity seekers type stuff. So we're having to break this stuff down. And so this is the kind of stuff that's going on in the background that you guys don't know about. So I'm just, I'll be transparent and let you guys know kind of how this thing work or whatever. So I just gave you a nugget here. So you a lot of stuff going on here, a lot that people don't know about, but it's all to get us to where we want to get to. And we're playing chess now. We're not playing checkers no more. We got to be smart. We got to be better. Okay. And and when we do this kind of stuff, we're doing it for a reason, because we know it's worth it. We know that it takes to get us through the underwriting and all of the doorways and obstacles they put in your way. The stuff we got working on $1 million line of credit with a bank that we'll never really ever have to use. But because I know how the credit bureaus think or whatever, just the fact that we have the $1 million worth of credit that we never gonna really use gives us the underwriters the good feeling that, okay, now we can issue you a secured line of credit, okay? And it's okay because it's not backed by Troy Mason, it's backed by this bank over here. Even though technically Troy Mason could have backed it, but that's not how they think, you see. So we just have to be wise, we have to be smart. We have to package ourselves in the right manner. Now, did I know all this day one? No, I didn't know this. I told you. I didn't even know how to turn the machine on when we bought it. Day one. But that's the beauty of, that's why I tell you guys, this business is so much fun. Because I get to learn something new, and I get to take the skill set that I have and create the reality that we want. It's creating us on its own. We're literally creating our own reality. That is the reality of having something that's worth $1 billion or more. We're creating it. You hear me?
I definitely see the vision. I'm an entrepreneur of many different avenues. I wear many different hats, and I understand that there's multiple pieces to the puzzle to bring one puzzle together. I think just me and the team really, we understand that, you know, that this is time consuming with all of the growth, and we're definitely here for the long run. I think, you know, just a little small kinks for the team, for me, you know, just people being able to upgrade, because we're going to keep bringing them in. You know, I'm a trader, and we've been talking to some people, and we got some people that got some huge downlines that's looking at the opportunity. So I'm kind of like you know, I'm ready to go.
There's going to be a button that's going to pop up in your back office. It's going to say upgrade. And it's going to be so easy. It's going to be click, 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 and you're done.
Okay.
So, you know, I showed you those 2 websites because that plays a part in it.
Okay.
It plays a part in our strategy to make it very easy and simple.
Okay, because we got some people on this. I know you covered already the issue with the card. You know, we'll have some new cards out next week, and I that wasn't my challenge. My challenge was I took care of the invoice, just me being able to upgrade so I can let everybody else go ahead and do their thing, and we can all be elites.
Yeah, it's going to be an automated system for you. Yeah, you know, have it in place for you here. I mean, like I said, if you give me a call, probably by Monday. We might even have that together by then.
That's what's up. I appreciate that. We here 100%. We down for the cause, and we here for the long haul, brother.
All right, man. Like I said, I tell people this all the time. I'm telling you, we can do it. I'm telling you, if I never, ever tell you anything else in life again, I'm telling you that we can do this. Okay?
We gonna do it. We gonna do it. It's already done.
Yeah. And you're right. Truth be told, all the cards have already been, you know, dealt. They're on the table. All we got to do is play our hand.
That's it.
Got it. We already got the cards. We know exactly how to play. We just got to play our hand. We lay a card down. They lay one down. Boom, we got the answer. Boom, there you go. Okay. We wait on them to lay their next card down. Oh, we got it. Oh, I knew you was going to play that. There you go, right there. You know, we got the winning hand. We got it. You know, we got it. I ain't got to even go back to the deck to get no more cards. We got all the cards.
That's what's up. Well, I'm definitely looking to be one of those 6-7 figure earners, 7-8 figures. I know this is going to be.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm really, really, truthfully talking about that because
you know you got a few guys over here on my team that already said they was going to be 6 and 7 figure earners. We didn't broke the compensation plan down forwards and backwards. I got some pretty smart people around me, and they own it.
Yeah. So, you know, I love smart people, and like I said, it's some pieces in here that's, you know, for what we have on the table right now, that's some additional things, income streams that come from this that I haven't even announced to you guys yet. That's literally going to blow you away. I mean, but you know, just take our time and dot our I's and cross our T's, you know, and play the hand we got, and we are there. We are there.
I actually see a piece of the puzzle that you missing in the auto program. So I'm doing some working on some things over here to be able to bring that forward to you as well in Chicago.
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you a little hint, okay, what I mean by this, okay? It's another play here, all right? Once all this is in play right here, the next maneuver is going to be on the stock side.
Okay.
On the stock side, okay? On the venture capitalist stock side. on that side is crazy money. Okay,
That's right.
That money there, that's the millions and billions over there.
You're surrounded by a lot of traders, Mr. Mason.
I know it. And I'm gonna make some of them rich too, along the way. If they smart traders, but if they stupid and just do stupid things, then they just gonna. That's on them. I can't help them. So,
I got some intelligent, very intelligent people that's doing very well in this industry of trading. So
yeah, well, just remember,
accept that.
Game is another. I don't want to call it a game, but there's another side to this business that I haven't even brought up and talked about. Okay, but
I definitely understand.
Serving, there's an opportunity on the other side of the table too. Okay, opportunity, and when I break it down, y'all gonna go, oh my God, oh my Lord, this is what they're doing. I study it. I watch them. I know what they're doing. Okay? All the stuff that we're doing on this side here, it makes money, sure. We're going to make good money from it, whatever, okay? But the other side?
You take that money and multiply.
Let me tell you something. The other side, give you an example here, okay? The other side, the only way you have companies that take $10 million and turn 10 million into 50 million in less than a year. Okay?
In about 30 days.
Yeah. How do you turn 50? Or Microsoft, tell you what they did. Microsoft gave Facebook, look it up, $240 million. Okay? $240 million. Now, why did they come give them $240 million? You know what that $240 million worth today? Probably worth $4 or $5 billion. Okay? And so this is what I'm saying. It's another type of money situation out here that I'm going to turn on to my top people that I'm going to let through this other door over here that I don't talk about because it's too, I can't talk about it today because we still got some ground floor work to do. But once we finish the ground floor work, we ain't at the top. There's another program that we're gonna move into while we're still doing this. But it's another program. Now, a lot of people they think, oh, I'm a sharp guy, Troy. He's sharp, he's smart, but they don't really know how smart I am. They really don't know because I don't put it out there always, everything. I don't put it all on tape for everybody to see. But just know, if you come on these calls, when I speak, I tell you something, listen, because there's a lot going on up here. Share it with you. So anyway, guys, let's just wrap it up, Dean. Went 15 minutes over here, but y'all got me going excited here. So, I started running my mouth.
It's all right, brother. I appreciate it. We appreciate that. We appreciate that. And just know that we got your back.
Yeah, and they worry about the credit bureau. Man,
we ain't worried about that. This is much bigger than that.
We're trying to make billions over here, man. Billions. Okay.
Without a trade line, it's still, if it didn't even have that, it's still a massive opportunity.
Yeah, we didn't need it. Honestly, we didn't need it. And if I could go back, I would have not did it because it truly threw a monkey wrench into the system, to be honest with you. It fast forwarded us too fast, and it caused me a bunch of issues and problems that I wouldn't have had to deal with had I been able to grow it naturally the way I was growing it. Because we had to then turn around, and it put us behind the 8 ball because it put us on the radar without the track record. You see, you got to develop the track record so that people so you develop the trust. You get that too quick, there's no track record so that nobody trusts you.
Right.
You can't build this without trust. You got to have the trust. They just won't let you in. you got to pay your dues. You can't walk through the front door fast. No, sir. No. You've got to pay your dues. That's just the way the world works, especially that world.
I understand.
So we have to step back, you know, and make some adjustments or whatever, and break it down for them so that they can understand it in the terms that make sense to them. And then we walk through the door.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your time, and thank you very much. And I'll be looking for next week to happen.
Okay. Well, but
then it'll be dropping them in.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
All right, brother. Appreciate you too.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Eric Witherspoon. You and your team. You guys are rocking and rolling out here. Keep up the great work. Mr. Mason, quick question just in terms of a little light overview on housekeeping. Will you be back again next Wednesday?
I will be back next Wednesday.
Okay, excellent. And how would you like us to handle ongoing support? Would you like us to continue to submit tickets? Would you like us to kind of wait till you've been able to queue through?
No, keep submitting the tickets, and I'm giving my IT guy to figure out when the heck is going on with these responses. Get that fixed pronto. So just keep submitting your tickets, and and we're going to work our way through it. We got a list of people that wanted to volunteer to help us, and so I'll be looking at that here pretty soon as well to integrating some of these people into the program and help us get some stuff done.
Very good. All right, sir. Well, listen, we appreciate your invaluable time. Thank you so much for coming out and sharing time with us tonight. We do have a 500-room capacity ongoing, so we're good to go as we move ahead into the foreseeable future. As always, if you need any little thing, feel free to give us a shout. You know how to reach us. We're going to go ahead and unmute our lines. We'll be back again tomorrow evening, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific. We're going to boss toss our way out. Mr. Mason, thank you again. Have a beautiful night. And a shout out